Wish I could shave. But I have a stupid fat face. I hate it. I hate it. I just need to lose some damn weight. I need to stop being a lazy bastard and do it. I really do. I need to slap myself, and it's just so tough. Like every day I just get to this point in the day where I'm doing pretty good, and then I think, I'll start tomorrow. Or, I'm not working out at all or exercising like I used to, and I need to do that because that's a huge, gets your heart moving. Even if I just start running up and down the stairs, that's great exercise. But then I gotta run up and down the stairs. Is looking at you, motherfuckers. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend you? You're on the wrong road, my friend, because this is the road to 40 with me. Not Mr. Rogers. I like Mr. Rogers. I really, really like Mr. Rogers. I feel like floaty. I think it's those pills. Yeah, a combination of those pills really kind of did something there. Whoo, shit. I feel pretty good. My neck's sore, but it took the edge off, definitely. Although now I could feel it coming down my trapezius. I have no trapezius. It's just like... I have the best friends in the world. Like, I really do. Because the friends who I've been friends with, or who I've become friends with, like, I think, I don't, it sounds kind of cocky, but are a lot like me, I think. And like the things that I like them the way they like them. And though things might not be perfect all the time, they're definitely weird enough to make life exciting. And so, yeah, I do. Every friend I talk to, it's like I don't have to, like if I didn't talk to you for 10 years, which I may not, well, no. I talked to Pete at my wedding, but that's been a while. I mean, occasionally we talk on Facebook too, so that's acceptable. But like, it's easy to let 10 years slip by. But then if I catch up with you, if you're a good friend, like it's just like it was yesterday. Like there's probably like 30 seconds of holy shit, it is so good to see you right now, blah blah blah, and then it's like, did you hear about that thing the other day? Like it's just right back into it with most of the people I know, almost everybody I know. So respect, yo. Thank you for being awesome. See if we can do this. It's a fun time. Ow. I gotta be careful of the faces I make because screenshots will all of a sudden arrive on the internet. So, the other night I was taking pictures. I think I have them in the other room or on the camera somewhere. They're out there. I've got headphones on and 2 glasses, and I'm in the bathroom and I'm just listening to music. And I looked at them the next day. I was just like, "What the fuck was I doing?" Like they're all blurry or like just half my face or something. So that was funny. Everything's pretty funny right now. Axl Rose, ranked the greatest vocalist ever. I wouldn't say that, but he's one of my favorites, or was one of my favorites until he just went to hell. So disappointing. He's such a... I mean, I'm not doing great myself either, but he has put on the pounds, like, and it's... Yikes. Did you see that picture of him? You know, the one that they always used to compare with. It's the worst one of him ever. Like, he's probably at his heaviest, maybe like 250, 260. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know. He looks horrible, horrible, and he's still trying to pull off his look, and it's just like, yeah, no. You're scaring me, man. I feel bad. I shouldn't make fun of somebody because of their weight. That's terrible. It's a rare occasion when anyone not named Axl Rose has anything nice to say about Axl Rose, but according to the mostly unscientific chat posted by a travel website, Concert Hotels, Axl is the greatest vocalist of all time, comparing to him about 50 different singers, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying this, I'm just going to pretend after Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses broke up, I think. Or blew up or something. That's an awful picture. That's just, my God. He doesn't even look human. He looks more like an ape. I feel terrible saying that. Wow. Oh. Yeah, it's not completely gone. Dang, man. Oh, I can feel it just pulling my shoulder blade. Like, it's all messed up. It hurts. It's achy. Well, you know what you gotta do for a good ache? Take some pills. I better not take a leave, too. I don't know if I could take a leave on top of Psychro... I haven't been racist in a while, I'm sorry. Cyclobenzaprine or meloxicam. I'm sure you could take a leave, too. I'm not going to because it's not worth taking the chance and end up just in a coma. But, yeah. This sucks. I think it's because I'm leaning on that elbow, too. If I leaned on this elbow... Oh, let's get comfy here. What are we doing? We got some space. I want you to really explore the space, man. What if a lot of songs that feature just cowbell? So, it's fancy, huh? Did you see the tour this afternoon? Not so fancy. I didn't show the back of those. I should have done that. Maybe tomorrow. I gotta test it. I'm gonna keep testing this camera until I find a format that I can do. I wish I could do 5.1 sound with 1080p 60 frames a second. Like, progressive would be fantastic. I'd be so happy. And be able to upload it somewhere so you could actually have the experience, because I think that could really redefine if, like, another site came out, another video sharing site came out that supported all that, and THX and like certification and like 7.1 or even better, like, you know, like 14.1 or something. Alright, this is interesting. It's an interesting turn of events right here, huh? You didn't see that one coming. Oh, I didn't record it. Oh, my boys. My sweet boys. I had that on the little tripod last night. That worked out really well. It worked out really well. What else? Yikes. Let's check out the Facebooks. Let's see who's on here. Let's see what's going on. I turned off my chat because I just sometimes, like, I just want to go on here. And I feel bad, like, if I'm not chatting with somebody who might be online or whatever. I should just put it back on. If Jesus spent his life helping the poor and the needy, how does it make any sense that a party which claims to be of Christian values continues to cut funding for programs for the help of the poor and the needy? Yeah, you dicks. Sorry if you're a Republican. I meant dicks except for you. Oh, Griffin was a nightmare tonight. He did not want to go to bed. There's activity going on my phone. I'm getting too old for these interwebs and the internets. You and your kids and your intrawebs. I was running so fast once I stepped on a bird. It's one of the saddest days of my life, and it lived. And I didn't know what to do. That was a long time ago. I don't run that fast anymore. I run faster. That was a terrible day. I was a kid, probably about 10 years old, playing chase with my friends, and I was just a wee bit faster than that bird. Breaking news, we just announced first ever CFDA fashion. What the? Instagram, I get email, or I get tweets and Instagrams from them all the time, and it's never anything I have any interest in. I'm like, oh, why? Oh, who's this? Okay. Oh, Pete. 1 Oh yeah, 5th edition. Hang on a second. Yep. That's crazy. 5th edition D&D. As you know, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I will hopefully play till the day I die. I love it. It's something I really enjoy. I love writing stories and running games. I love playing a character, trying to achieve success in whatever role I've chosen. It's just one of those things I really like. I really enjoy it. And I mean, there's a lot of people like me, like the Kurt Schilling, and there's a bunch of musicians and stuff. If you look it up, there's a list of people who have come out talking about D&D and playing D&D. There's a lot of actors. Alright, I got my chat back on. Riddick, Vin Diesel. Anywho, the new edition's coming out soon. They do this every 10 years or so to make money, and somehow they've come up with a really good formula, because I have all of their books digitally, but when a new edition comes out, I really like having the book, so I can be like, yeah, oh, sweet Dungeons and Dragons. 5th edition. I think they're just calling it D&D this time. They're rebooting it, like everything else. So it's like a reboot being used for everything. Like, I need to reboot my life. Shut the fuck up. You reboot movies. Leave it alone. Come on, please. Please stop it. So, 5th edition. Normally you get a player's handbook, a dungeon master's guide, and a monster manual. That's your basic. If you got that, dice and miniatures, you're good to go, pretty much. Nice to have a DM screen with all your little cheat sheet screens and stuff. But normally, like advanced, I believe, or 2nd edition was either, I think it was $20 when I first got them. They went up to $25 though. So I got, for the set, it was $60. Back then, that was a lot of money too. We're talking like senior year in high school, junior year in high school. That's a shit ton of money. And then within a few years of well, obviously this edition had probably been out. So then they come out with a new edition, which is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Well, first you get the red box, then you got Basic Dungeons and Dragons, then you get Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, then you get 2nd edition, 3rd edition, 3.5 edition, 4th edition, and now 5th edition, which is basically just being called D&D. So that's every time they release those, you need at least those 3 books to be able to play. Kinda. You don't really need anything. Like, you can get all this shit a lot cheaper. Let's just say that. But I like having those first 3 initial books. I don't know what it is. The smell of it, the feel of it, the look, the art throughout the whole book. They're really done well. Like, they do a good job. However, the most I've ever paid was like $35. And that was probably like 3.5 edition. So that means $105. $105 that time out. And believe me, I bought a shit ton more books because I needed the Dark Elf book and I needed the Knight and Barbarian book. And like, so every edition, they've probably made $1,000 off of me, except 4th. Because, no, I probably, no, not 1,000, but I got some of them on eBay and stuff, so. Yeah, and now, this was actually getting somewhere, I'm sorry. Now, they're charging $50 a book. That's $150. Now, mind you, no one in their right mind is going to spend $150. They'll go to Amazon and get it for like $80. But still, like, that goes to show you, if it had been $80, they could have brought it down to like $45. You know what I mean? Like, it's so, oh, ooh, you bastards. But if I order them through my work, I can get 30% off. So that's nice. But that's only $45 off. That's only getting not even a full book for free. You're paying $45 less than you would be paying otherwise. But I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get them through my work. It'll be cheaper to get them online, which really hurts. And I normally would not do that, but this is, you're talking money now. And I don't have that kind of money. I might buy the base sets. So anybody who plays D&D, Pete, who says I might buy the basic sets to see if I can get the feel You've already decided to buy the 5th edition. You know it. I know it. Hopefully, one of them will be out by the time you come. No, I don't think it's not till August. That's too bad. It's so funny. I'm talking on Facebook and wasting your time. I'm so sorry. Saying, oh, come on. You know you'll get the whole eternity. LOL. Meaning the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and Monster Manual. I mean, anybody who's been playing D&D since they were a kid, a teenager, is going to, and is still playing, is definitely going to buy these books one way or another. Just because it's just a nerdy thing. I mean, there'll be the stuck-up, snobby ones. Oh, I play Pathfinder now. Pathfinder's really good. We actually transitioned from 4th edition to Pathfinder, and then we stopped playing like a week after and started playing this new game. So, yeah, come on, geeks. Come on, let's not lie to ourselves here. One way or another, we're picking up those 3 books. I can't wait to read them. It's gonna be totally awesome. You reeled us in again, haven't you, Wizards of the Coast? You motherfuckers! You do it to me. You started back when you took over TSR. Now that was a disappointment. I've told you the story, but I'll tell you it briefly again. When Magic came out, I hated Magic. Like, I tried playing it with Pete and Rob, I believe, the very first night. They got the full decks, and they got an extra deck so I could play. I still have that deck somewhere, the original first deck. I wonder if there's any good cards in there. I'll split it with you if I sell anything. So we played, and, I mean, it was a good game. I like the game, but I was looking at it as another D&D game. I wasn't looking at it as a card game. So I was disappointed. But shortly thereafter, they basically put TSR out of business and bought out the company. And so they started producing Dungeons and Dragons. And they are the ones... Well, no, TSR did it too with the expansions. But, like, you could buy, like, those... With 2nd edition, those little extra guides. They were $15 each. And they were worth it. Like the races book, we used the Minotaur in that. We used so many different races, and really opened up the idea of different games too. Like, I ran a lot of games that may have lasted a month, and that was it. And then I've run some that have spanned years and years. So yeah, I don't remember. Years and years. I'm telling you, kids, the months turn into years, the weeks turn into months, or vice versa. Months turn into weeks, the years turn into months. It starts flying by. Like, people say that, but, like, when you stop for a moment and just look at all the moments in your life, things that have happened, major events, and then you realize the age that you are, and you're like, wow, where the hell did almost 40 years go? You know what I mean? 40 years. That's midlife for most people. Like, I mean, I hope I live as long as I'm healthy. That's all I gotta say about that. If it's 190, great. If it's, 86, all right. Fine. Fair enough. You win life. But I want to be able to enjoy life, and I don't know. I guess if I'm still conscious and I can still communicate, then I'd want to live. But after that, if I needed someone to feed me or, take care of me, like, nah, just throw me out in the woods, make me fend for myself, or at least put me in a field so I can watch the stars as they move overhead, far away from the city. It's anybody who lives near a city, like, and has never been outside of the city to see a night sky, like, it's just night and day. It really is. Like, even here, it's just okay, because we're still a fairly big city here, Lynchburg. But if you drive 20 miles north, like you get to Amherst County and stuff, oh my god, it's like amazing. It's like, not as nice as, I don't think, as New Hampshire because the altitude and stuff, but I remember New Hampshire going with Chris Lambert and just lying in the middle of the road outside of Indian Head. That was kind of crazy because, I mean, there wasn't traffic and the road was so long and straight that you would see headlights miles before it ever got to you. You were safe, basically. But the sky, oh, the stars, the way they were just amazing, just absolutely amazing. And that was the first time I think I'd been away from Taunton as an adult so that I could actually look up at the sky. Like when I was a kid, I'd be in bed by then, by the time it was dark. And I hadn't gone on vacation probably in, I have no idea. From that time, that 94, I believe it was, 93 or 94, I went up for the first time to the White Mountains. That's the first adult away, like, trip I took. Like, everything before that had been family vacations when I was much younger. So that was an exciting time. Just that weekend, just going up there and hanging out and learning things and stuff. Anywho, I could ramble on all night, you know me. But I got places to go and people to see and things to do and a world to conquer and crush beneath my boot heels. No. You guys have a great night. Thanks for coming back for this one. This is just absolutely madness. 22 minutes of madness and insanity as these pills have kicked in. I'm starting to feel better now. So, don't forget to make people smile tomorrow. I usually skip that on the second video, but I didn't really go into detail on the last one. But be patient with people, too. Patience is a virtue. I will say that as a secular or religious, spiritual, however you want to call it. Like, patience is a beautiful thing. Like, to be patient with life and to be patient with other people who are living this life, who aren't quite at that point where they've ascended or at least become more aware. I think when you are, I think when you share that patience with others, that genuine patience, like, it rubs off and it reminds you. So props to you, Sean. Thank you. Namaste. So long. Avina say. Farewell. Goodbye. Till we meet again further on down the road. That was Morse code. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow night, episode 61, where I'll have something very important to maybe say or not say. I'm not going to commit to it yet. I don't know. Is there anything to commit to? Maybe. No, there isn't. All right. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out, brothers.